It's Lunchtime with Luch and Belly. Brought to you by TTR Studios.
Welcome back, folks. Hope you're having a wonderful day so far. I know we are. We are ready to pump it up with you. Got the burger on the screen. No hats needed, because today we're coming at you raw dog right here from TTR Studios, Studio A. Everybody's excited because I'm joined by the one, the only, Belly Matt LaBelle.
That's me. Good to be here, as always. It's lunchtime. Feeling good, feeling great. Got a normal amount of sleep.
Oh, man, I took some NyQuil last night. I'm feeling so good right now.
I woke up at 11:08. It's my birthday time.
Which means, Belly, we've just got to get to it. Let's go. He's got a new segment, ladies and gentlemen. We know it's the middle part of your day where you need some energy. You need that. So maybe you're going to lunch. Maybe you're going with a friend. And maybe you're feeling a little bit liquid. Do you do the liquid lunch? You will today if you're joining us, because it's time for a new segment we like to call Sandwich and a Shot. I got my shot. Do we have sandwiches?
No, but I do.
I didn't make them. We told Clyde that all he has to do is make a sandwich and put it somewhere in the studio for us by the time the show starts today.
Yep. That
was last night. So, Belly, did you hear from Clyde? Does he look like he's confident about this sandwich?
I never count on Clyde for anything.
You can't. Because he's a big jerk.
Nope.
He's not a jerk. Clyde, I'm sorry. It's a good dude. He's just a little bit of a noob, and he doesn't really know what he's doing in the kitchen, which is good because today we talk about a kitchen that cooks for you.
What?
Yeah, that's happening.
No.
Cooking robots. I want to get to that. Cooking for one sucks. We will give you some tips on how to do that if you are a solo chef like Belly and myself. We want to talk about the coolest place that you ever hooked up your video game system to get away from food for a little bit. But I really just want to get saucy with you guys and get into a little bit of my life, which is we're doing away with the Christmas trees for a little while. Taking a little break from that. How about that, folks? So with that being said, let's replace it with a shot. Clyde, where's the sandwich? Which one? What? Which one?
He's saying one of these.
Which one? Both? Oh no! He put them in the lunchbox.
The lunchbox.
The green one. All right, hold on. Belly, this is for you.
Oh, yes. Good. I'm hungry.
Oh,
I came here for lunch today.
Oh, man.
I came hungry, Clyde, so this better be good.
Clyde brought it. I mean, he's feeling like the sandwich was well made.
I really hope he made this morning and not last night.
All Belly said was there has to be avocado.
I love the avocado.
Oh, he loves it. He loves it, which is kind of weird to me. I didn't get into the avocado for a while. Are we feeling good? We looking good? What we got?
Looking good.
What are we making for the people? Doritos? Got it. Dude, that's a classic.
Got a sandwich here. Looks like a hearty sandwich made just for me because they know the sandwich has to be hearty.
Clyde! Wow!
And I got a small little ginger ale in here too.
An 8-ounce ginger ale. Seagram's, because you don't want. It's all about portion control. Wow, the social media lounge is going off right now. They're loving him. Clyde, thank you, dude. We know that's not part of your job description as the intern here at TTR Studios, but really, man, good job.
Lunchbox.
All right. Microphone set. So very nicely done. Let's have a little lunch together. I'm down with that. I'll take a shot if you are drinking with your lunch today. If you're having a little liquid lunch, feel free. You can take a shot with me right now. This is a what is this whiskey from?
That's Black Bush Irish whiskey.
Gunslinger T-Rex. Usually on the air we don't chew and bite, but Belly's not going to hold back because this is a lunchtime show. I told him, I said, listen, you just crush it. I want to feel like I'm at the table with you as you're eating.
Clyde, think again about chips, okay?
Yeah, not great for radio. Although, can you just give us one crisp, clean Dorito bite? That's as good as it gets.
I know how to bite.
That's as good as it gets. You can't even fake it like that. Oh, man.
I've acted before, folks.
Cheers.
Put me in a Doritos commercial now to the Super Bowl.
Cheers to all of you having a liquid lunch today. Enjoy. Here we go.
I always enjoy a good beer during lunch.
Woo.
Not right now, but I could go get one. Clyde, next time, beer. Thanks.
Yeah. No. Shot and a sandwich. You get the sandwich. I get the shot. It's fine.
Yeah.
Now, the question is, can you drink at lunch? Now, this is something we wanted to talk to you about. You look so content right now.
It's so good. Thanks, Rob.
Clyde actually sent us a picture of this sandwich, and we'll show it to you later. And what he made, we'll break it down. We're very excited about it. Really, the whole point of the show is just give you something to do during lunch and to just have fun with you. So thank you for hanging out on our YouTube page, TTR Studios. And, of course, live on Facebook as well. If you want to join us tomorrow night for the movie night extraordinaire, it's going to be a lot of fun. Right here from TTR Studios, we're going to watch Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back at 8 p.m. Eastern. We're going to watch it with you guys. Now, we can't show the video. What we're going to do is we're going to say, all right, we're pressing play right now, and sync up with us. And we're just going to turn the movie on. And we've created a drinking game to go along with the video, with the movie. So we wanted to pick one that's something that we can talk over, that people have all seen, cult classics, that you're not going to get mad. You know, we wouldn't do this for Game of Thrones. If we were going to watch Game of Thrones together, we wouldn't say a word the entire hour. You would just be there for our reactions along with you. I wouldn't want to speak over something new. But, you know, Belly, I think everybody's seen Jay and Silent Bob Strikes Back. God, that sounds so good in this microphone. Brand new microphone from a boy over here. He's getting a brand new camera tomorrow. So very good things happening here. But yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. And if you want to join us, just head over to www.patreon.com/TTR Studios LLC. Join us tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern. Excuse me, not that early. And we're going to watch Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. Belly's got an appropriate shirt on right now. We're going to drink some with you. We're just going to watch a movie together that you've all seen 1,000 times. We're going to have a blast, something to do on a Thursday night from the comfort of your own home.
And if you haven't seen it before, I know Rebecca Randolph hasn't seen it.
Oh, what?
I would say the best way
Whoa,
to
wait a minute.
Denied.
Rebecca! I mean, I haven't seen Titanic, so I can't really talk.
Yeah, you haven't seen Star Wars.
I will
Seen what
watch...
this movie references.
I've seen Star Wars.
You've seen Star Wars?
I can't tell you which ones I've seen. Sorry. I mean, I'm not going to watch it. What was the other one I said I wasn't going to watch?
You're like a one-time... You don't watch a lot of movies a second time either.
False. I watch Private Parts once a month.
All right. And Pirate Radio you love?
Pirate Radio is another one. Can you tell I like radio? The Late Show, the story between Leno and Letterman and that whole debacle, that one's phenomenal. Another one, That Thing You Do. You can tell things that relate to my life right now. I'm watching episodes on Netflix. Really, really good show with Matt LeBlanc and two British writers who end up, he's just the bane of their existence. He causes all kinds of problems. He's a womanizer. You
mean Joey from Friends causes drama?
Yeah, but he is Joey from Friends. Like, they don't hide it. Like, he's Matt
LeBlanc.
He's Matt LeBlanc. He's not a washed up actor, but he's an actor who hasn't been hot for 10 years. You know, I mean, when's the last time?
Sounds like Matt LeBlanc.
And they treat him like that. I mean, and then you see his frustration from that.
He was in, what's that movie? Lost in Space?
Lost in Space. He was in the one with an ape, the gorilla. Wasn't like a gorilla playing basketball or some garbage?
If he was in a movie with a gorilla playing basketball, I feel bad for him.
Clyde, can you look that up real quick? I want to know. Matt LeBlanc playing basketball. Matt LeBlanc gorilla movie.
Really, it is a fun show. It's
Ed.
It's good because he lives. Ed. I've never seen Ed.
Hold on, go ahead. I'll show the people. You keep going. What, you haven't seen what?
I haven't seen this Ed you speak of, and I'm glad I haven't. I just can't believe he. I can't. No.
Here you go, boss.
No.
Here you go.
No. It's a baseball movie.
Yeah. Oh, I'm on the wrong one. Here you go. Give it to me. You see that right there? Why is it not giving it to me? Our internet sucks, man. Are we even getting... yeah, there you go. There he is. God, look how young he is.
Yeah. So that was way before that 10-year, even 20 years.
What does it say on the left? 1996? Is that when that came out? On the left, right there.
1996.
Oh, God, that makes me feel so old.
It's in Friends, like, heat. That's like when Friends is like hot.
Can you pull that real quick here? I'll take it off. Keep it on studio mode. Can you just pull... Here. Can you pull when Friends ran? That I would like to know that. When did Friends run between? What years? Friends years. Because that's quite honestly, that was 94 to 2004.
Oh, so it's after
that was 2 years into Friends.
That was 2 years into Friends.
He got that movie.
Prime Joey.
Wow. That's not even prime yet. They only went for 6 years? No, 10 years. Sorry. 10 years. Okay. 94 to 2004. Very good. Now, as you can see, I watch movies, I watch shows that are relatable to my life. I think that's everybody, right?
I watch True Detective. I like to feel like it's...
I like me some True Detective. How do I do that? Yeah, good. But the first season... Whoops. Don't worry about it. The first season, I loved True Detective. Second season, couldn't get into it.
Yeah. I mean, the second season was much different and much more a different feel than the first season. You know,
Yeah, Matthew McConaughey.
the first season,
Yeah, I mean, well, you can't compete with that. It's all downhill from there.
Well, it's just the character he created was quite interesting.
So good.
Did you see what he did
so
at the Texas
Yeah,
sideline?
yeah, he was basically at the Texas basketball game,
Getting in the
like he was
huddles.
coach. He was basically like coach for a day.
Yeah,
It's awesome. He's
dressed
wearing
in an all orange.
He's dressed all burnt orange. He's got his hands on his hips, like with his jacket behind him. He looks totally like a coach.
He's getting the guys up off the
Come on,
bench.
guys. Come on,
Get
guys.
up.
Let's go.
Get
Let's
up.
go. Firing
Get
him up.
It's so funny.
So season 1 came out 2010. Interesting. I was actually curious of that. And he has a new movie or a new TV show that's out right now. God, that sounds good. You just keep doing that all day long. But yeah, I really like that show Episodes. If you're looking for something to watch, it's very good. If you like the whole LA scene, and I'm trying to break into that whole scene, and I like that. I wrote a script. I mean, we can do 5 minutes of this. My head has not been on planet Earth right now. Don't tell anything about what it is about or what's happening, but where has my mind been, Belly?
I guess you ever seen where someone splits themselves off and they're weaker and weaker, but they're trying to do like multiple things at once. So this is the problem with like cloning, I think.
I'm being pulled in very many directions.
You're just you're being in too many places at once, and you're now it's all meshing together, and it's
finally
kind of
coming together, and it's driving your boy insane.
Yeah,
I have been in bed by 9 o'clock every night because of nerves. I'm very nervous right now. Somebody in Hollywood read my script yesterday, man.
Yeah, I know, but
that's exciting. Like, you have to understand, for me, who's a pro, what's the word? I'm a positive thinker, an optimist. An optimist is going to get excited about things and not worry about the possible letdown, whereas a pessimist is only going to shield themselves from the letdown so they don't let themselves get excited before things. That's the difference I've noticed between me and other people. If like a pessimist,
I don't know if that's necessarily true though. Like a pessimist doesn't get excited about something because of the possible letdown. It's that they don't let the anxiety of it affect their.
They're more of
functioning.
They're more along the lines of like, well, I can't decide anything. I can't control anything right now. So I'm not even going to get my hopes up for it, because that way, if it doesn't work out, I'm going to get let down. I'm just going to stay even keel, and whatever happens, happens. You might say that's a healthier way to look at it. But
I feel good.
Personally, I live for the excitement. And whether or not this comes together, that's ancillary. That's completely aside of like, if you can't find a way to enjoy the excitement in your life, even though it means that you might have it ripped away very soon, what are you living for? And I'm not saying my way is right. That's just who I am. And that's how I decide to live my life. If you're a pessimist, if you're somebody who doesn't like to get all excited about things until you know 100% that they're coming, that's cool. I get it. It's not a safer way to live. It's probably safer for your ego. It's hard taking L's, man.
I take we all take L's all the time.
Yeah, but it doesn't make it easier.
No, but I mean, for me, it's
if you want something great.
See, I'm one of those that doesn't like. I don't get myself too ramped up about something until it's like closer and closer, and I know it's like.
That's why we work well together, because I fly off the ramp, and you're just grounding me. You're just sitting here like, hey, hang on.
Yeah.
But I'm up here like trying to like fly off the runway. Like, dude, come on, they're reading it.
Yeah.
They liked it. They're reading it. An executive in Hollywood is reading something that I wrote right now.
Yeah.
That alone is so cool. Like, that's so cool.
Yeah.
But I've been a wreck.
It's beyond the point you ever thought you'd even reach, and then
not true. No. I always saw it happening, but it's. I mean, that's it. If you can't see it happening, if you're surprised that it's actually taking off, then what are you rooting for?
Not that it's surprised that you're taking off, but like I'm talking about in the sense of, maybe 3 years ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, you thought about this, but I'm not. Was your goal one of your first career aspirations, like when you're watching TV, like? Was your thought process, man, I could do this? Like when you were like
my
14,
dad
15?
always said, I picture you as a writer. I don't know why, but I can just see you by a beach somewhere with a laptop someday just writing, because everything I've always written has been I'm a really good writer. Mm-hmm. And he's been like, trying to push that, but not on me. My dad and my parents are really good at not pushing stuff onto me. But I wrote like 75 pages to a novel and then just kind of was like, nah. Mm-hmm. And if you read those 75 pages, like, it's good. And they're like, why don't you finish this? I'm like, I'm not into it. Mm-hmm. But then, no, I mean, we started doing Voice of One Wheel. I started seeing, a lot of stories play out in my life from whatever I do. That's as much as I can say right now. Mm-hmm. And some of the listeners have been like, dude, this needs to be a sitcom. Like, this needs to be a TV show. I'd tune in.
Have you heard that? It's funny. My mom's like that too. She loves her family up north, but there are times, like, you know how everyone has family members that you can make a sitcom about.
Sure.
Like, literally, there's always like that one family in the family that, like, if you had like cameras in their house all the time, you'd watch the damn show.
Yeah, that alone, just you guys, is enough for a reality show. Yeah. And I mean, it's funny because there's a side of me that goes, hey, dude, not pretty much everybody thinks their life is as interesting as possible and that it is worth having a TV series written about. And I know that. But that doesn't mean that mine can't be. Mm-hmm. I think a lot of people are like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm going to write a TV series about my life because I'm so interesting. Everybody's life is interesting, dude. Listen, I understand that everybody and their mother thinks that their life is interesting enough to have a TV series written about. Not everybody is Seinfeld. I understand that. I'm not saying I am, but you guys tune in. You guys know I get myself into these ridiculous stories week and week in, week out. I mean, it just continues to happen. And I always kind of get out of them. And they don't. And I think it's because they don't, whether they blow up in my face or they end up. Yes, very Curb Your Enthusiasm style, which is what he's singing. All right, enough. So I wrote a script about my life and people liked it. And then now they're reading it. And it's like, holy shit, this is happening.
Boom.
Whether it happens with this group of people or another group of people, all it's showing me is that...
I can't tell. Are you excited?
Yeah, I'm very excited. Okay, but there's what you can't do in this situation is just sit here all day going, refresh, 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 refresh. I mean, I'm freaking out, waiting for a phone call, waiting for an email.
Some advice for you. A watch clock never moves.
Thank you. Agreed. And I told Belly that. I said, look, man, I got to start doing things on my own. How many times do we do Voice of One Wheel where it creeps up and it's Tuesday and I've got nothing planned? That's never happened before. That's what happened. Mm-hmm. I've got a death going on in my life that is coming any day now. And I've got also possible phone calls or emails coming from who the hell knows from Hollywood. And I'm like, dude.
And not to mention your normal calls that come from wherever the hell else.
Well, that's true. I booked 3 weddings in the last week. So it's like, Jesus Christ. Like, I'm not trying to say this in a way that it's like, hey, look at me. I'm saying I'm not stopping. I am a grinder, and I believe that I have a lot to offer. And so I'm pushing, man, especially because I got 2 months off right now. I'm like a teacher in summer break. So it's like, now's the time, because once March hits, I'm gone. See ya.
Nope. Back in action.
Back in action. So my brain has been a little bit scattered, but I'm very, very excited at things that are coming out and things that are happening here. So just stick around. TTR Studios, a lot of stuff's happening. Patreon.com/TTR Studios LLC for the first ever movie night tomorrow night. It's going to be awesome. We will give away cash prizes. Somebody's walking away with... I will give away $100 tomorrow night. How about that? I will give away $100 tomorrow night. We will give away 4 chances to win $25. How about that? I'll do that. So 4 times throughout the movie. 1 at the beginning, 1 at the 45-minute mark, 1 at like hour, and then 1 at the end. We'll just pause the movie. We will give a $25 PayPal away to whoever wins the game that we play in the middle of the movie. So with that being said, you do not want to miss tomorrow night. It's going to be real fun. Patreon.com/TTR Studios LLC. Just join in any facet and you'll be able to join in on the fun. So, Belly, you work in a situation, both of us do, where we're not office people, right? But I'm sure you've had an office job.
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
Now, during the office job, there are certain ways that you can go about your lunch break that's either amateur hour or not my first rodeo.
No.
What time is an amateur hour time to take your lunch?
It depends. What are we doing?
We're 9 to 5. Yeah. We're 9 to 5 desk job. Doesn't matter. We're just 9 to 5 desk job.
Are we going to get fast food? Are we going to like a Subway?
Now, in this situation, doesn't matter. Restaurant? Doesn't matter. You get a half an hour break. You get an hour break. Fine. You get an hour. You'll go for an hour. Okay.
If I'm going to a restaurant, I don't care what time
I'm not telling you where you're going. 12:30. It doesn't matter where you're going. You just get an hour. Where is an amateur hour time to take that lunch? Where should you not take that lunch break?
Chipotle.
No.
Chick-fil-A.
What time?
Noon.
Noon. Thank you. Once we got on the same page, that's as easy as it gets. Why do you not take it at noon?
Because everyone's taking it at noon.
But
it's the same. But that is the same concept of I'll leave earlier during a holiday week.
Yeah, so does everybody else.
So does everyone else. Guess what? Everyone is waiting till 12:45 to take lunch. So go to lunch at noon now, because no one's going at noon. Everyone's going at 12:15,
right.
At 12:30, at 12:45. Some people, crazy people, They're just grabbing their lunch out of the lunch. They're waiting for everyone to go.
I used to eat in my car. We'll get to that. No, I think the ideal time to take lunch is either 1 or 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
Because when you get back, now you have such a little time to get through before you're out. If you take your lunch at 11 o'clock, I used to remember in high school when they would have like A lunch, B lunch, C lunch, D lunch. Did you guys have that?
Yeah.
I hated A lunch. You're going to tell me I got to eat at 11 o'clock? Now I got to go the rest of the day without breaks?
And I love D lunch because I had early release during senior year.
Best.
So I left instead of going to lunch.
Exactly. Either leave.
It's like 1:20 in the afternoon.
If you can come back to your office at 1:45 or 2 o'clock from your lunch break, man.
So when I was working
get through 3 hours and you're home.
Right. So when I was working in an office, most of our deadlines for the day were at 2 in the afternoon. So as soon as that 2 o'clock window passed, there was a lot of like open space where you could kind of like get ahead and like work on other projects that you were working on.
Strong.
So literally that 2 o'clock hour was like I'm going to go to lunch hour, and then like the 3 o'clock hour, you get back at 3 and then you got like 30 minutes left because you got in at 7:30. So you just waited to go to lunch all day.
It's the way to go.
Eat breakfast. Wait to get to lunch.
Bring a snack.
Yeah, bring a snack.
Bring a snack.
Oh, man, that was the best. Our boss had a drawer of just candy that anyone could come to at any time to his desk that you just open the lower drawer on his desk, and boom, there's this bag full of candy, and anyone could donate to the candy. So during Halloween time, Valentine's Day time, any time where there's candy on the main course of a meal,
need it.
The bags was just full up of candy, so you could just go anytime and just snag some like a chocolate bar or something like that, just right from the drawer. It was the best. Great boss. One of the best bosses I ever had.
Shout out to that boss.
Yep. It was a sad day when he left.
So, Belly, if you could, please, let's do this. Let's talk liquid lunches.
Yeah.
When you do go to these lunches, you're good. You keep eating. I'm sorry. I was going to pull something up, but
it's all good.
It's a perfect time for you to be crushing food. It's all good.
I know. We're just talking about food and lunch.
That's so good. When you go and have a lunch, and let's say you take a 1 o'clock lunch or whatnot, and you're going to crush it, and you're going to have an hour, and you go with a couple friends, you get one drink.
Yep.
That, to me, was my nightmare. That was the end of me. That was my kryptonite. I cannot have one drink. Now here, yes, I'm in the comfort of my own home, and when this show is over, I'm going to go for a run, I'm going to go for a one-wheel ride. I can have one shot during a show for a bit, and then go on with my day, because there's freedom involved. But when you tell me I've got to come back from like one drink or 2 drinks at lunch and then sit at a cubicle or sit at a desk and then work the next 3 hours, it doesn't make it better for me. Does it make it better for you? Social Media Lounge, I would love to hear your input right now. Does that make it better for you? Because for me, I'm already tired at 2 o'clock. I get that 2 o'clock, I'm out.
That's where I'm hitting
That's where I hit my doldrums.
That's where my morning starts.
Wait, what happens for you?
That's where my morning starts.
It's like Superman.
Woo! I'm jumping out of the doors and windows at 2 o'clock.
He's basically Superman, just taking off.
After all, you got to start hitting the stride. But yeah, no, I always enjoyed
but if
going for like a beer or two and just kind of like going out. We had this one, we would go out, me and a buddy, really good friend of mine now because we work together, but we would just like, we'd talk sports, everything else under the sun. But there was this one guy that we also worked with that was like, we just love talking shit about because he was terrible at the job.
Oh, and that's nothing better than talking shit at work.
He would make the weirdest excuses to leave early. He'd just do the weirdest stuff. So he'd be one of those guys. He'd literally come up behind you. He'd come up behind you. You'd be sitting there working, and everyone in this office wore headphones. Like everyone was listening to music or watching something or doing something where their sound was in their ears at all times. So what he'd do is to get your attention. It's not like it's not like a tap. What he'd do is he'd just come up quietly behind you, and then take one pointer finger and then just on your shoulder.
Just touch it?
Just on your shoulder. That's it.
And for the radio listeners, he's literally just touching the shoulder, hold, let go.
It's one finger, your index finger, and just tapping you right on the shoulder. Look,
get out of my screen! Get your hand out of my screen!
Yeah,
get out of here!
Exactly. So it was always like, wah, wah, ah, ah.
No, that's not. Oh, they're booing. They're not happy in the social media lounge.
So whenever you get a little too, because he was also someone.
That's creepy AF,
we're
man.
all new at the same time, and he's asking us questions. Like 3 weeks in, he's like, where do I put this? Where do I put this? How do I do this? What do I do? And it's like you're getting a message from him every 5 minutes, and it's like I can't do my job and your job at the same time.
No, let's all lay out. Belly, take a quick bite. Let's just let the boo birds sing. They deserve it right now. Nobody likes that guy in the office.
So this would drive us to go to a liquid lunch.
Okay, now that I understand. And maybe it's a little easier to deal with that dude when you get back from your liquid lunch because you got at least a little bit of a buzz now.
It's like, oh, yeah.
But how much of a buzz is okay and acceptable at an office? Like, I never understood. Are you going to get painted as the lush, like the office slush?
No, you can't go every day.
Well, you can't liquid every day, but I don't think you can ever come back with any bit of alcohol smelling on you.
Yeah, probably not.
That's not profesh.
But I would only drink like beer. I would always just go for beer because I know it's not going to knock me out. That
will knock me out immediately. You're telling me that I got to sit there and drink 1 or 2 beers and then go back to work for a boring 3 hours? There's no way. Do you take a liquid lunch? Love a call right now. 571-354-7338. Give me a call right now and give me your opinion on whether or not you take liquid lunches. And is this something that you think that that you can do? And if so, please, how do you do it? Because I want to know. I can take a shot or 2 in the middle of the day and then go off for one-wheel rides or a hike or something like that. Keeps my mind active. But if I go and sit on the couch and start typing, it's over. Like, I would never take a shot and then try to write a script. I would never take a shot and try to do audio production. Like, one shot, bad news for me. 1 beer, bad news for me.
No.
It's just tiredness. You're just giving me tired. I don't need that. I'm already tired.
I don't know. Yeah, and you need social. I prefer social events for drinking as well.
You remember you can text our phone line too, 571-354-7338. Some of the comments are coming in. I never drink at work. I'm afraid of what people will think. Yeah, I agree. I totally agree. That was my thing too.
Belly's liquid lunch gravy. Sorry, no gravy in the lunchbox today. But that's a touchdown.
Give it to him. Do you have it?
The killer clown. Oh yeah, I do have it.
Do you have it? I have it.
Touchdown!
So good.
Some say I definitely can't drink at lunch on weekdays.
No, not at all. I can't, but I mean, hey, that's me. That's just me.
You guys are so hot right now.
I agree. Thank you, Felicity. I miss her. I want more from her. In fact,
awkward transition.
Yeah, let's switch it up a little bit. We can, if you want, show the people a picture of this sandwich. I want to see what you did.
Oh, is it up?
I want to know what you did, guy, because you made things happen. This is starting to feel like New Year's Eve when I was just completely solo. Dude, people, I came across as like completely pathetic on New Year's Eve. Did you hear that?
No.
I kept saying, even though I'm alone, I'm solo here in the studio, talking about me being at the studio by myself.
Nope.
I think it came across as Adam's feeling like he's solo and like single.
Well,
maybe I even got into that a little bit when I blacked out the last hour. Whatever, we're feeling good, folks. This is the sandwich that Clyde made. Now, Belly, we want to go through it and grade it because I know this is like your perfect sandwich.
That's one of my.
Okay, chew first.
No.
I mean, we had a feeling that this was going to happen today because we're just crushing food.
Oh, Belly talking with his mouth full?
No. I think it's great. I think it's great. Usually that's Radio 101, don't eat on the air. But listen, we're doing a food show.
It's lunchtime.
It's lunchtime. Okay, folks? Sorry, we're going to crush some food. Now, what is this sandwich? Can you walk us through? Because there's a really, really nicely. Now, look.
Of course, I take another.
Do you want to take the cred for this? Because let's be honest. We wanted to give.
Let's be honest. Clyde didn't make.
Clyde can't make this in his with no beers.
I made this sandwich.
Belly made this sandwich.
So I got a little honey wheat bread here. And I've got the avocado that I've cut.
But how'd you cut them so nicely? Those slices are like professional.
I mean, it's easy. You just take a butter knife, you cut into the skin, you go around where the pit is, and then you turn it, and you got a nice little cup of guacamole right there. You do a few slices in. Guacamole's not a hard inside area. You just cut it up. Then spoon it out. That's all. And then just lay it on the bread.
I watched him do it, folks. He was chopping at that seed in the middle like it was his job. It's pretty cool. Sha!
Oh, chopping at the seed?
Yeah, the avocado. He's like, Sha! Turns it. Sha! Comes out right and easy. It's like, man, you can make a life hack out of that.
Yep. Of course, I found it on Life Hacks.
What kind of turkey you got here?
I got some just deli meat turkey, honey roasted, and then I've got some American cheese, some spinach.
White American, which threw me off.
White American cheese,
Who does that?
And then last I got a little bit of mayo underneath that cheese under there.
Light mayo, regular mayo?
Regular mayo.
Regular mayo with avocado?
I'm light nothing.
We're not fucking around.
I don't go light.
That looks like a really good sandwich, man. I like the...
no light beers, no light mayos.
Something that you did here that I really appreciate from you, everybody drink, is that you've got a very even distribution of the meat and the accoutrement.
Yep.
I cannot stand it when I go to Subway and they put all of the meat in the crease of the sandwich. They put all of the jalapenos on the edge of the sandwich. What are we doing?
Yeah.
What do we do? It's not like
all bites of just jalapeno.
It's either all jalapeno or all turkey, and I'm not having it.
No. That's unprofessional sandwich making.
Question to the social media lounge.
You need a better sandwich artist.
Wherever you go for sandwiches, whether it's Jersey Mike's, Subway, the grill, the deli right by your house, do you think that you could make their sandwich that you order better than they make their sandwich that you order? Do you think if you go to Subway and you typically order a turkey and cheese, do you think that if they would just let you get behind the counter, you could make it better than they could? I have this thought every time I walk into a Chipotle, a Moe's, and any kind of sandwich restaurant. Can you guys figure it out? Have you ever made a sandwich for yourselves? I know you're just trying to GTFO. Let's just show the people what's on your beard. Can you give them a full... it's not. That's why we need to get the HD camera for you. You can't even see it.
Good.
Do you think you could make the sandwich better than the people?
Avocado. What, this sandwich?
I know you were doing stuff.
Do you think we could make any sandwich better than the sandwich artists?
I'm asking the listener, and you. I'm asking the listener through my question to you.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think when you walk into whatever sandwich shop you're used to that you could make, if they would just let you behind the counter, you'd do a better job of making that sandwich with their ingredients than they would?
You do it to your own preference, so yes. It's going to be 100% yes, because your preference of sandwich.
No, I don't agree. I think they make a generic sandwich and burrito shitty.
No,
you can't. You like
you gotta have them mix it around, man.
You have to ask them to mix it around. If you're just gonna do lettuce, cheese, tomatoes, and whatever, you're getting one per bite. And everybody knows this. This is not breaking news here. But I had the people at Subway change the way that they do meats because of something I said.
Really?
That happened. Oh, that happened.
Is it only for you? Or did you see them do it?
No. They took what I said and they applied it now to the rest of their sandwich making. It's awesome.
What do they do?
Well, what I was having a problem with
was the folding.
Yes. You folding these stupid rolls of turkey and then they fold it and then they put it on. Then they fold it and they put it on. Then they fold it and they put it on. And you're getting these turkey rolls. And they're not evenly distributed. It's not. Every single one side of the sandwich has all of the curls and then the other side of the sandwich has all of the flaps. It's not even. And I kept saying to them, is there a reason you do this? Because it's really not good. And they're like, what are you talking about? And I said, well, it's not like you can't fit the flat piece of turkey on the sandwich. Just put it sideways and roll it and just get a couple pieces flat, go across, maybe do a roll or two in the wedges. They started doing it.
Boom.
They go flat across the whole sandwich and then roll in the creases. And I watched them. It's not just for my sandwich. They did it for somebody else too. So I felt real good about it.
I don't ever think about that is because the only sandwich I ever get at Subway is the sweet onion chicken teriyaki,
which is strips of chicken, and they distribute them evenly. That's true. But if you
they
get
have
cold
cuts, they just slap them
they
down
just
there
take
after
those
they cook
stupid
them.
cups and they flop them down. But if you take cold cuts and you roll them, wherever the roll side is always double the meat of wherever the flap side is. I ain't having it. It's common sense.
They got to stack more on top of the flat side.
Yeah, but they're not going to put double meat. And you know I don't want double meat. I'd rather have half meat.
That's insane.
We go to Chipotle, folks. I tell them, hey, take half of my meat, give it to him.
Yeah.
And I point to Belly. They don't do it.
No.
But that's my thing, man. And so remember, if you, I also told the people at Jersey Mike's, I think it's bullshit they asked me for a tip.
Really?
I don't like that one bit.
Not for it? I'm all for tipping everyone. So.
No, I'm all for tipping everyone. Don't ask me for one in a job that doesn't deserve a tip. I'm sorry.
They're not asking you. The credit card machine is asking you.
But that's a face of somebody who knows he's full of shit and just trying to rile me up right now. That's what that is.
Yeah, the credit card
full
machine.
Of S.
It's like when I'd prefer the credit card machine have to ask me.
Tell
to
the people what
food.
you're talking about.
Anytime you're at a particular establishment,
it's Jersey Mike's, and I told them I ain't having it.
And every time, part of your signing off on your card is tipping. Would you like to add a tip?
If you pay by card, they say to you, okay, slide your card and then go ahead and pick one of those options, and then you can go ahead and choose. And I'm like, I have to sit here and decide whether or not I'm tipping and how much right in front of you? Name me one establishment where a waiter or a waitress drops the check and then stands there
waiting for
looking at you, waiting to see what you decide. That doesn't happen.
I typically won't.
Not happening
unless it's like towards the in between shifts. I will typically not even grab the check from a table until they're gone.
Yeah, because you don't want to put them through that awkwardness. Thank you. Yeah. So why, when I go to a Jersey Mike's and I'm already overpaying for a sandwich I can make myself for $9 or $10, and then you're going to force me to either click 10%, 15%, 18%, 20%? No, thank you. Those are my choices. And do you think that they see those choices? Whatever you choose rings up on the receipt they hand you. They know what you did.
Yep.
So I have to write while this person's watching me. And by the way, getting paid a full hourly wage and not necessarily $2.13 an hour like a waiter or a waitress. Why am I forced to stand there and go, no, thank you?
But do you realize that
or 10%? Anyone, bullshit.
But that anyone that tips at that establishment, that tip is likely shared between the 5, 3.
I'm not saying they don't deserve it.
Working.
I'm just saying I don't. In a situation like that, you want to put a bucket out, fine, because then I have a choice, and it's not. I'm not.
That's why I always like to pay cash.
Yes, and that's the thing. When you pay cash, you have a choice to take your change and throw it in the bucket, and probably the same amount of money that if I just click 10% and put it on my card. But the whole point of you asking me with your overlooking eyes, I'm not having it. What's happening right now? I'm not having it. People are fired up. Oh, okay, Belly, you just do your thing. Just manage the world over there. But I'm not having it. I don't think that's right. I don't care what they're making.
We may have a former sandwich artist calling in.
Bring it on. Let's go. Bring it on to the show. 571-354-7338. If we've got a sandwich artist who wants to come on, bring it. Belly, I'm not mad at you for tipping them. I'm mad at them for putting me in a situation where I have to say, yes, I'd like to tip you or not. Mm-hmm. And you're not making tip wages. That's not right. And I told them that. It was a day I walked in. There was no one in the restaurant. No one there.
Cold-blooded.
No, I would not do it.
It's not on them that decided that.
Yes, it is. Every one of those gets to do whatever they want. They're franchises. They have rules, but they can make those decisions.
Does, but the employees there aren't making the decision.
I talked to the owner.
Really?
I know how many times I go there.
But it's not the owner owns that. He's not.
You just said yes. Franchises can make decisions.
He's not Jersey. No, I'm talking about Jersey Mike. Nationwide, they accept tips at Jersey Mike's.
I don't think so.
Really?
That's why I always say I don't participate in McDonald's.
I assume that
not every McDonald's does the promotions that every national McDonald's does. So Belly is waiting for a phone call. 571-354-7338. Here it comes. We'll get it in when you want. But I told them first of all, I said I wasn't going to do this when anybody else was in the establishment. I don't want them to look bad. But if I ever am in there, because I'm one-wheeling for a lunch around 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and I roll in there and they love me. They're like, oh, where are you riding today? What's going on? Mm-hmm. And I know it's the owner. I'm like, well, dude, I am riding today. But let me tell you something. This is something that I've been wanting to tell you for a long time. This really frustrates me, man. This pisses me off. And he was like, what? And no, Belly, he was not doing this. Yeah, no, it's not. He was like, wait, what pisses you off? I was like, name me one restaurant where the waiter stands there and asks you and stares over you when you have to make the decision on whether or not you're going to tip and how much. That's not right. Do not do that. Why don't you do that to cash people? Oh, it's $10.85, and then would you like to tip? There's a reason they don't ask you that question, because it's bullshit. Mm-hmm. But we can sneak it in on you on the credit card reader. And by the way, everybody does credit card readers. I know what they're doing. I'm all for them making tips. I just don't like the way that they're doing it.
I do that for groups of 6 or more. Hey, gratuity's already on here.
If you're going to do that, take away the no tip option and pay your employees $3 an hour. And then I'm fine with it. Our employees do not make an hourly wage. Let that known. And then I have no problem tipping.
I'm very
You
curious
want
as
to
to
tip
what
the
an hour-
goddamn trash removal guy?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
He's going, that person, whoever is collecting our trash. So recently our apartment complex, for those who have missed it, have given every single apartment a trash can to put out.
It's the best thing ever.
Between 6 and 8 p.m. every day besides Friday
trash.
and Saturday.
They take our trash.
And they take your trash all the way to the trash.
It's amazing. It's amazing. Guess what? They make an hourly rate.
I'm sure it's not enough.
Why do you tip that guy?
I want to pay for that guy's lunch. It's not that I want to tip that guy. I want to pay for whoever is taking our trash every single night, going apartment to apartment, collecting trash. I want to give that guy $20 and pay for his lunch. It's not every day. It's just a one time I want to pay for that person's lunch. You're the only one booing on that.
It's such bullshit.
They can't call back right now. Damn.
Oh, did we miss a call?
We missed
Clyde, damn it, dude. Yeah, no, I'm not having that. I will not listen to that.
I get it's a freaking job, but I want to. I just want to buy that person who's taking out our trash every single day, which when they got hired for that job wasn't part of their job description.
Okay, I make money that's not based on tips. I get tipped half the time. You see it. I come home and I giggle. I giggle when I get tips. You've seen it. Do I giggle?
Yeah. He giggles.
Because I don't expect it. I make enough off of it without it. And so if you're going to go ahead and give me an extra, that's not expected. That's me going, oh, fuck yeah, I must have killed it. They really appreciated me. It's the same thing when Potts says after every single show, what do I say to you guys? Ooh, great show. Ooh, great show. That was a good show, you guys. Ooh, great show. After so many of those, you're just expecting me to say it, and it doesn't mean anything anymore. You guys are ruining the sandwich tippers. You're ruining them. You're ruining all these sandwich people. You're making them expect the tip from you, and it doesn't mean anything anymore. It doesn't mean anything. A tip should say, man, you went above and beyond.
And to me, taking out the trash does that.
No, that's the guy's fucking job, dude. It's his job.
It wasn't his job when he signed up.
Yes. What are you talking about? It's a guy in flannels who, no, it's definitely not somebody who works for the complex. I've seen him.
Oh, you've seen him.
It's some dude who has a truck who is getting extra money because we took him on.
Oh, interesting.
He's not some guy. Oh, no, I get it. If it was
Oh, it's completely different now. If you had told me that, I just assumed it was going to be like the maintenance staff of the apartment complex.
That I would tip for. It's an extra service that you just brought on to us, and you didn't ask us for any extra money as a complex, as a resident.
Yeah.
That I could see tipping for.
Yeah.
It's now you going above and beyond. But no, you know what they did? They hired a company to come out and take our trash. Guess what? That company gets paid.
No, okay. Well,
I have none of that. No.
I thought it was one of the guys that we care about from our maintenance staff that's going to come in and fix our goddamn kitchen like today.
There's only 2 of them. So if they're going to go and pull all the trash between 2 hours,
exactly.
Fine with that.
That's who I thought was doing it.
Fine with all of that.
That's who I thought was doing it.
Right,
That's who I wanted to buy lunch. That's who I don't want to buy some Joe Schmo just going around picking up everyone's trash.
They're all feeling you now. Now they're feeling you. Everybody was a little bit worried about you there for a minute.
So when you first heard me say that, I was always assuming that it was our guy, that was our maintenance guy. That's awesome.
Go off on it.
He is a cool guy that just comes in.
Go off on the random trash. No, you don't.
But the random trash guy, he's probably getting like $500 every time he's coming out.
I'm telling you, it's just an extra account for him.
Yeah. Maybe some government worker who needs the extra money now.
Honestly, dude, who the hell knows? I mean, who knows? That's how you flip the social media lounge right there. I had another company cancel because of the government shutdown. PS, just to quickly move it as we've only got 15 minutes left.
That's going to keep happening.
Yeah,
even
it's
worse.
Keep happening.
They're going to miss their second paycheck this week. So,
did you guys see that they're not going to have their medical bills paid? Government employees now aren't going to have their medical bills paid soon.
Yeah, scary.
I didn't think about this, but put it this way, and this is just a quick transition. We're not going political on you. I just wanted to point this out. I pay $350, $400 a month, whatever it is, for personal tax health insurance because I'm self-employed. Not 2018, but in 2017. Oh, Belly, I don't know if you know this. I thought that I had set up automated payments. I thought I had set up automated payments with my medical, and by March, I did that in January. You do it in December. You do it all before January hits.
Enrollment time.
Yeah, enrollment, all that. Actually, it's like October, November. I paid the premium for January ahead of before January, but then January hit, and I thought for some reason that I had put it on automated payments, and I had not. And I don't ever check I'm the worst at checking my mail. Unless I think there's a check from a bride, I'm not opening my mail. I just don't. Get out of here. Email me.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I didn't look at the mail, and I just kind of started throwing random envelopes away. And this is a perfect example of why. No, I had not set up automated payments, and I wasn't paying my medical. And by March, I was dropped. So I went 9 or 10 months in 2017 with it's what they call catastrophe insurance. It doesn't count towards the Affordable Care Act.
Oh, well, wheeling?
I know. This is when I know. This is the year I was introduced to electric shit. One wheels and unicycles and rad minis and all kinds of stuff. Man. Now, if I were to get, break an arm or something, I bought this coverage where it's like, I'm fine. It's like disaster coverage. But if you want to go in and see the doctor because you have a sniffle, $200.
Yep.
And it's like, oh, fuck me. By the way, I got a massive, couple $100 penalty on my tax return because of the 10 months I didn't have insurance. That you get hit with that. So now you got government employees. I know. All I'm saying is that I know that game very well because I went through it, and now I'm the first one to be like, pay my medical bill. But these employees have that bill paid for them out of their paychecks, and if they're not getting their paychecks, their bills aren't getting paid. Now what? Are they going to get dropped from their insurance?
And it's not just their it's not just that bill. It's every bill that they have coming across their plate right now. I mean,
well, there's a lot of people who are in the contingency of, whatever, you're going to get that money back at some point. So they don't feel any sympathy for those people. But what I would like to at least ask you to try to empathize with is they might get dropped from their health insurance at this point.
Yeah.
Like if this goes much longer, they're going to get dropped from that.
I'm sure there's
from what I've read and what I've heard. I don't know if I'm correct on this.
I'm sure there's got to be some protections, or
you would think.
Yeah, but there is going to be a lapse in payment, which means there's going to be a lapse in coverage. What really is going to be affecting is for those with very important prescription medications, pre-existing conditions, people who have particular illnesses that need, it's really prescriptions that are really going to hurt a lot of people out there, because you don't go to the doctor every month unless you really need to. You do get prescriptions about every month, especially for those who need them. Get them on a regular basis. And then the cost of those, if you really need those prescriptions and you have to pay for it, well, you really don't have a way to pay for it because you're not getting paid.
It's absurd. It's like $200 for,
and some even more, man, like $700 for certain prescription drugs that they cover. That's going to be the scary incident when it comes to the health insurance.
It's just an interesting time right now, man. I don't.
Yeah, we're going to talk about robots.
You want to do that? Let's get into robots. All right, let's do robots. Let's get some tunes for it. I can do that because I'm really, really pumped for what's happening here. I know you guys know that we are both single. Okay, so can we get some tunes for this? Let's do, hey now? Sure. Okay, so here's the thing. I'm not feeling this. Yeah, this is better. All right, we are both single. Now, we don't cook a lot, because cooking for one sucks. I have tips if we want to do that. If we don't get to them, we'll do them on Friday. But I have seen something going through Facebook and all of these ads. Anytime I scroll through Instagram, guys, this shit is coming. Automated cooking kitchens. I don't know if you've seen them. Some of them have arms. The one we're about to show you, I think, has arms, or no?
This one, I don't know. I do have another video that does have arms.
There are some that have arms where they're little robotic arms, and you tell it what to cook, you fill it with ingredients, and it just makes it. The one that I thought was really neat that I've seen floating around Instagram is it looks like an oven, okay? But it's got 4 compartments. It's like meat, veggies, sauces, and starches. And you just fill it with water at the beginning of the day. Make sure it's got the vegetables like a refrigerator. It's refrigerating them. But then if you, on your app, you're going to be home in half an hour and you're just like, chicken marsala. And it'll start heating up the things that it needs to heat up, filling water into the right compartments, cooking them all individually. You get home half an hour later, pull it out of the oven, and it's all made for you. Now, what the hell? That exists. I don't know the price, but I think that, my friend,
out of my price range, that's for sure.
Nah, I was going to say priceless. That would be amazing because, Belly, why will you're a really good cook. I think we can see it just from the care that you put in It's the sandwich that you made.
I do know my way around a kitchen. I just never go in there.
He never does it. I mean, he never does it.
It's just something I like to do.
And then he'll surprise me with it because, like, you know, remember when Mandy was here? Amanda, One Woman, One Wheel was here. And then all of a sudden I was like, don't worry, I got breakfast. And within like 30 seconds, he's like, breakfast made.
Yep. Everything done.
Okay.
Yeah, I know how to cook. I just don't do it typically unless
Why?
it's for people. I don't like cooking for myself. It's too much effort for me to go through it for myself.
So do you trust a robot to make it for you? I mean, it's not going to poison your food. But
yes, I would say I would. You want
to just show the people? You want to show them what we're talking about? Show them what we're talking about. And then we'll go ahead and show you guys afterwards. Here we go. We'll just play this video for you.
I also have another one. Still got people.
I mean, yeah, you are. You do have people there. I'm pretty sure this is all like air frying.
Yep.
Right? But this grub looks pretty good.
Located in Boston.
Now, I guess this is more of like a restaurant.
Do you tip the robot? I'm going to show you a video after this one.
We set out to create a new, efficient way of cooking food.
Those look really healthy.
I mean, it looks great. And this is the only way I'm cooking these meals because I'm not doing it. Now, obviously, this is a restaurant. But this is coming into homes. I'm thinking $5-6 grand, you can get something like this on a personal scale. Oh, man. This is now, as a chef... You know, if Matty Potts were on the show, we tried to get him. He is working.
Our woks cook by constantly tumbling your food, which provides a really nice and even sear. They're heated with induction, and we have temperature control to perfectly cook your meal every time.
You know, Matty Potts would get fired up over this. I tried to get him on the show today. He's already working at the store. But this is a trend that is taking place, but you know, can we get a fake Potts right now? Can you be a fake Matty Potts? Can you channel your Matty Potts? This is not Belly.
Here, can I show the next video and I'll channel a little something?
Okay.
Because it relates more to me.
Let's do that.
And it could relate to Potts because he does this too.
Let's do that. Get this guy out of here. Go ahead. You're free and clear. And so we'll go ahead and play another one for you.
So robots aren't just trying to take over the kitchen.
Oh, really now? What do you got for us?
This one right here is a video of a bartender robot.
Whoa! Show the people.
I mean, look, tips.
Tipsy tips?
Definitely not tipping that robot. Definitely not tipping that robot.
Tipsy robot bar. It will make you one. You choose from 120 bucks. Dude, is this happening? This is where we're going, folks. 2019.
It's a Jack and Coke, man.
100 drinks an hour. Can you do that, Belly?
Yeah, I could do that.
I think you could knock out 100 an hour.
I can knock out 100 in like 20 minutes.
Of course, you're not likely to get interesting banter from a robot arm. Now, that's actually funny because that's something I said. Well, that's something that I said to Belly. I said, listen, man, I know that they're making these robot bartenders and robot, kitchens. We were doing some show prep before the show today. Best thing about doing a show at noon, gives us an hour to talk before the show. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I said to Belly, I said, are you worried that that's going to take over your industry? Are you worried about getting replaced by robots?
No.
Why is that your answer?
Well, to me, the bar is a social atmosphere. You want a social person to it. Now, of course, if they create robots like they did in the movie Passengers, where Andy, whatever, Sedaris is the robot.
Jason Sudeikis?
No, Sedaris.
I'm sorry. I'm out.
Yeah, it's another guy, not Jason Sudeikis at all. So the guy's a robot in Passengers, is a robot bartender. He's like the only other person on the ship besides Jennifer Lawrence and the other guy, Chris Pratt. That's it. So anyway, they have this robot bartender, but until robotics reaches a point where they can make robots look a lot more and act more like people, which I don't think they really can do right now.
Do you remember our show on AI and how scary it was?
I remember, but to me that doesn't look real. Am I right? Does that look like a real person to you?
Dude.
Do we already have robot people in our society?
I'll produce a show. Go. I got
But I really think that it's one of those things that it's not going to be anytime soon, or not in my lifetime. But I think bartenders are hard to replace because of the personality you bring to the position. It's the same way.
Social media lunch. How much does the bartender's personality actually matter to your bar experience? I'd like to know that right now.
That's a good question.
How much does and Belly? I'm sure could learn from that. What you guys think? Not that you need it, but I think that's in a good perspective. How much does the bartender's
it's like the same with
personality play into your experience?
It's like a robot DJ. Could you imagine a robot taking over a DJ?
No.
Yeah. Unless it's Daft Punk. Because they are robots.
Yeah. You would have to, let's see, you would have to find a way to...
Yeah, but look at this.
Okay, I'm doing stuff behind the scenes.
But to me,
you'd have to find a way to make a DJ dance and move and smile and feel human. And once you do that, yeah, I do think it could totally...
Which I think is impossible right now. Same thing with the bar. You can't replace like the interaction you get from a bartender or a DJ.
You're Sophia the robot.
Who do you think you are?
What are your opinions on the Bitcoin bubble?
Do you regard yourself as male or female?
Female.
Yeah, if something like that's talking to me.
Why did it take so much? Hold on.
I'm a robot, so technically I have no gender, but I identify as feminine, and I don't mind being perceived as a woman.
So, would you... Now, the guy's giggling. He's giggling because that is a thought-out answer.
Have you seen Blade Runner?
Blade Runner? Like the original book by Philip K. Dick, or the movie?
The movie.
Jesus.
All right, so we're talking about the movie version. I like both of them very much.
All right, smarter
but there
child.
are some major differences in the story. Did you ever see yourself hanging out with a real live robot like me someday?
Real lift? Yeah, that hurts.
I did not. It's very surprising. Tell me about your Saudi citizenship.
You mean a recent announcement from Saudi Arabia?
Yes.
I was surprised. As a robot, my creators feel I am a citizen of the world. But then I realized that Saudi Arabia
and
was just
that is the end of humanity. Goodbye, all.
That right there just flipped Belly. Let me tell you what, folks. That shit's coming. Robots are coming. They're going to take over the DJ booth. They're going to take over the... Oh, no. What does he say? He says, I'm telling
I'll make my own damn sandwich.
Or you get Clyde to do it for you. Life is good over here at TTR Studios. Don't forget, hang out with us tomorrow night, Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Patreon.com/TTR Studios LLC. Your contributions help make this a better show, and it allows for us to do things like give away $100 towards the movie night tomorrow night. You got 4 chances to win $25. That is a robotic-made dinner if you choose.
Alexa is Skynet.
Thanks for hanging out. Belly, get us out of here, man. We gotta go.
That's it. Alexa Skynet.
See ya. Have a good day, everybody. Enjoy your lunch break. Get back to work, and we will see you Thursday, tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern, for the live viewing of Jay and Silent Bob Strikes Back. 4 chances to win. Patreon.com. See you there.